Hi, I'm Carrie. Welcome to my channel. Today I am doing a subscriber request, basically, to a response to my 2-year channelversary video. In that video, I talked about one of my favorite spreads being the Mind, Body, Spirit spread. And I was asked if I would show my process to this spread. So that's what I'm doing today. And I went ahead and laid out the cards in order to save time and frustration of trying to fit everything on camera. So I have everything here ready to go. So the Mind, Body, Spirit is a simple 3-card spread. I think everybody knows about it. It's nothing I came up with. It's just a spread I found many years ago. And it is one that I turn to often to basically check in with myself as a whole of what I'm needing. And it's a quick 3-card spread, so it's easy to do. But over the years, I have continued to add cards to it. And lots of times I just throw cards and I free flow the reading, but I know free flow readings are not easy for some people. So I'm going to kind of break it down into this 9-card spread. So basically we have mind, body, and spirit. So row 1 is the mind, row 2 is the body, row 3 is the spirit. But in all actuality, all these things affect one another. So if your mind is having a hard time grasping ideas, or is at a standstill and can't move forward, it's going to be hard for the body to follow suit and that sort of things. So basically the top row is the mind, body, spirit, their message for you at this moment. Then the second row is what is blocking the energy of this message that they're trying to bring forward for you. And then the last row is a way to get over the hurdle of this block. So that's basically what this is. But we're also going to look at the other cards that may be affecting certain things in the reading. And anybody who's done a 9-card spread before probably already knows the concept of this. So like I said, it's nothing groundbreaking or new, but I was asked to show, and that's what I'm here to do. I'm going to show you how I do this. So let's go ahead and start with the mind. So the message from our mind comes from the Magician card. Oh, and in case I didn't say, this is the Cozy Witch Tarot that I am using for this. It's a mass market deck. I have the box. Oh, here's the box. The Cozy Witch by Amanda Lovelace. I love this tarot. I love her Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle also. But back to the reading. So this is our mind. So our message, our block, and the answer to that block. So the message from the mind is the Magician. You have everything you need to do anything you want. So the mind is letting you know that you are creating your reality. You are creating everything that is around you, and you have everything available to you to create the kind of world and that you are wanting to see in your life. But the block to that comes from the Empress. There is beauty to be found in every experience. So automatically, I would say that I am in a negative thinking pattern. I am not believing that I have the ability to change things up, to make anything different in my life, and I am unable to see how things could grow from here, especially with that Empress in that blocked position. And the thing that stuck out to me when I first noticed these 2 cards is this middle card right here. And even though this is represented in the body line, this is a block to the body, but it is also the middle card to this spread. So for me, it is almost like the anchor to the whole entire spread. And it's the Page of Cups in a blocked position. Let yourself continually be surprised by the things called life. But for me, this Page of Cups is telling me that something from childhood that hurt you, that caused some sort of pain, where you were programmed to believe you were not capable of something, is the anchor to this whole entire reading, because it is the middle card in this spread. Even though it falls in the body line, it is still the anchor to this whole entire thing. So I would see this as, again, you are having a hard time believing that you are able to grow, that you are able to see things grow in your life. And it is because of what was programmed into you as a child, because you were maybe taught that you cannot have everything you want. You were maybe taught that you cannot believe in yourself, that you were taught you cannot create what you want in your life, that you're just dealt a hand and that's what you've got to deal with the rest of your life. That's what I would see with this anchor card here in the middle. So we come all the way down here to what is our solution to remove this block of growth, to make me believe that I can finally grow. And it's the World card. So you basically have to let it go and turn a new page. And if you look, it's like a triangle here. So this all comes back to the things that you were taught and shown or programmed into you as a child for whatever reason that was in your younger life. So it's time to turn a new page. It's time to start believing in yourself. It's time to start believing that you actually hold that power. That power isn't outside of you. That power is inside of you. And until you start letting those old thoughts and ideas go from childhood, you're not going to be able to see things grow, and you're not going to be able to cultivate what you want in your life through that. So that's kind of how I would read this mind aspect here. Because if you look, right next to the mind is the Three of Wands. Your mind is ready for a new adventure. It's telling you, look, anything you want to do, anywhere you want to go, anything that you want to have, let's get going. Let's get started with that body aspect of it. But again, the anchor card is that block from childhood that is coming up with the Page of Cups. So over here in our body line, again, we have the Three of Wands. Put yourself out there and you will be rewarded one way or another, is what it says in your card. So your body is telling you, you need a new routine. Everything that you've been doing for all this time was great when it was first started, but it's old and it's not serving you and you're not growing from it, because here we have the Empress that's also touching this Three of Wands card. So this Empress is a block, this Page is a block, and this Hermit is a block. You're isolating yourself from others. You're refusing to believe that you can do something to change your life, to change your body, to change your routine. And it all stems, again, from that card of childhood, from that energy of what was programmed into you from when you were younger. So to remove this block, we have the Five of Pentacles card. And it says, nothing is forever. It says, nothing is ever as hopeless as it seems. And immediately when I looked at this Five of Pentacles, I saw it as seeking the help that you need to get. So for things that you want to change in your routine, for things that you maybe want to change about your body, you're not thinking that it's possible. You don't see the growth in that. You are trying to do this all on your own. The Five of Pentacles is reminding you that you don't have to do this alone. It is time to seek out the assistance that you need in order to have the life that you want to have. This isn't something that you have to do by yourself. With the Five of Pentacles, she's looking back here at this house that's all lit up with those Five Pentacles on it. Seek out that help. Get that assistance from others. Why do you constantly feel that you have to go this on your own? Because it was programmed in you, again, from childhood. Something else I get with this body, because we're over here with the Spirit and the Six of Wands, you were constantly told to do for others, because if we look here, it's touching that anchor card, it's touching the body card, and it's touching this Hermit. So what I get with this is you were constantly told you have to do for others, give to this person, give to that person, and you were actually never fully taught how to care for yourself in a proper way, how to care for your body, how to put yourself first in any way. You basically came last over here. The needs of everybody else came before you. So that's something else that I see with the other cards that are touching this Three of Wands card in the body position. So you have to remember to break that cycle, to not continue what was told to you, what was taught to you when you were younger, that you had to satisfy everyone else's needs first before you satisfied your own. And that's what I feel that Five of Pentacles is kind of that breaking, that especially since it's next to the World, is breaking that cycle. Breaking that cycle of giving yourself up, sacrificing yourself for the good of everybody else. What about the good of you? That sort of thing. So then we move over here to what Spirit's message is, your soul, what your soul is needing, what is going to light you up. And we have the Six of Wands. You're kind of a big deal, so start acting like it. So the very first thing I get with this is letting people know who you are, letting people see your light, letting people see you for you. Don't try to hide yourself. Don't try to be something that you're not. There's no reason to go into hermit mode and not let other people see you. What are you hiding from? What are you constantly removing yourself from? Why aren't you putting yourself out there? What is stopping you? And again, we come back to that Anchor card and what I feel represents childhood. So you don't have to go forward any longer believing that you don't deserve to be on top, that you don't deserve to win sometimes. You do not have to continually sacrifice yourself. And the Hermit energy is like, there is a time for self-reflection, there is a time for introspection, but this isn't it. This is a reminder to put yourself out there, to get yourself going, to interact with the world at large. So how can we remove this block of that Hermit energy? And we have the Nine of Pentacles. Pause and savor the results of your success. It all starts with believing. And if we look here at this line, it comes down here crosswise. It all starts with believing that you can create the world that you want. It all starts with believing that you deserve the success that is available to you. It all starts with you believing in yourself. That's what I see this mind, body, spirit reading as. If we come down here, again, this is another thing where I'm getting to remove the programming from childhood with the Six of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the World. I'm getting that it's time to let those old thoughts, those old beliefs, those old programs in your head go and start believing that you are a great thing in your life. Just as much as those around you. You are a light in your life also. When are you going to start letting it shine? When are you going to show them? So, like I said, the Anchor card is that middle card for me. And even though it falls in the row of body, it still anchors all the other aspects to that center card. And it is what is programmed in us, which I know I've said 100 times now. But this is really how I would do that, a 9-card spread for body, mind, and spirit. And these cards right here are just enough to give you that action point because, like I said, it's not just 3-card reading. It's these 2 cards mixed with the center card, add in the body card. You can do it diagonally and that sort of thing. So, like if you wanted to read the blocks as like one sentence, you were told as a child that you better stick to what you know, stick to those things that we have told you of who you are, and that's all you're ever going to be in life. You're not going to be anything else. You just need to stick to yourself, kind of thing. You could see it like that. In order to achieve anything that is set up here, you've got to turn the page and quit seeing things as not a possibility and start seeing that everything is a possibility for you. That sort of thing, if you wanted to read it in a line like that. your life is craving a new adventure, something different to your routine, and you deserve every bit of it. You just have to believe that. You can read that as a sentence like that. So this is my favorite. That's why I said a 9-card reading is absolutely one of my favorite readings to do, even if I'm just free flowing it, because there's so many cards and so many combinations here that you can really read on the table, that even if you don't have a multitude of decks out on the table, just this one deck is plenty to give you the messages that you need to help you move forward in your mind, body, and spirit. So I hope this made sense to you. I'd love for you to share in the comments below if you do anything like this. Do you use the 9-card spread? How do you use it? Do you do a mind, body, spirit reading? You could share that with me too. I think someone also said they had a hard time when it came to the body aspect of it and how to read that as in the body. And like I said, for the 3 of Wands, I'm seeing that as your body's wanting a new routine. You've got to do something different. There has to be some sort of change to your day in order to achieve the results that you want, whether that's, you know, exercise or eat differently, or just to have more hours in your day to fit in more downtime for yourself. There has to be a different change to your routine, that sort of thing. So I hope how I explained this made sense in order to see these cards like in a body aspect, so to speak. So you can let me know if it did, if you happen to watch this, in the comments below. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you being here. If you like it, you know the drill. And until I see you next time, bye.